Sabo Jr.
Bravo Company was sent to Cambodia to destroy supply lines of the enemy. They started firing on us, and then all hell broke loose.
Leslie kept picking up grenades and throwing them back.
Leslie was killed on Mother's Day, May 10th, 1970.
It was the worst time of my life, and I didn't handle it well.
I hope the portrait will take steps to atone for the mistakes that we made for our Vietnam vets.
I am so excited, I can't wait. I know the tears are probably going to flow.
So on behalf of all of us, here is our hero and your loved one, Army Specialist Leslie Sabo.
As an artist, this is the best way I know how to honor America's heroes, to celebrate their lives, and to bring them back home to their families. I'm Phil Taylor. I paint portraits of America's fallen soldiers.
I am crossing the bridge that is named after Leslie Sabo. Oh my gosh, is this beautiful? Holy smokes.
Portrait artist Phil Taylor is in Elwood City, Pennsylvania to meet Rose and George, the wife and brother of Army Specialist Leslie Sabo, the subject of his next portrait. Specialist Sabo is a Medal of Honor recipient who lost his life in the Vietnam War.
His story is extremely unique. What he was willing to do to protect his men and fight for his country. I can't wait to be one small element of saying sorry for what we didn't do as a nation to recognize you guys from the Vietnam War. Is this the right line? Yep. Give a little knock on the door. How are you, sweetheart?
Hi.
I'll give you a hug, of course.
Of course. Such an honor to meet you.
Thank you, love. It's good to be in your home. I am seeing many things already just coming in here.
First thing I want to show you, these are his medals. This is his Purple Heart that was given to me when he got killed. All the medals from Vietnam and Cambodia.
Leslie Sabo was drafted into the United States Army in 1969. He was assigned to the 506th Infantry Regiment of the 101st Airborne Division, known as the Screamin' Eagles. He was deployed to Vietnam in November 1969.
And this is the Medal of Honor.
I mean, this is beautiful. Tell me the day when you got the news.
President Obama called me on the phone. I was floored. I said, I cannot believe I am talking to you. This is such an honor. And he says, oh no, the honor is mine.
We gather today to present the Medal of Honor for valor above and beyond the call of duty.
And he says, I'm going to posthumously give you the Medal of Honor for your husband, for his courageous deeds.
Despite his wounds, Leslie grabbed a grenade and he pulled the pin. He held that grenade until the last possible moment, knowing it would take his own life, but knowing he could silence that bunker. He saved his comrades, who meant more to him than life.
I recognize somebody right there.
Yes.
A handsome guy.
Okay, this is when we were dating.
Look at you, man. Huh?
Yeah, I was skinny. Those were the days.
You're beautiful.
I knew the minute I met him, I was going to marry him. It was love at first sight for us. It really was. He was very kind, very loving. He would give you the shirt off his back or his last dime in his pocket. And then in January of '69, he got the letter that he was drafted into the Army.
More than 1.7 million young men between the ages of 18 and 26 were involuntarily selected to serve in the U.S. military between 1965 and 1973.
What did he say during that time?
I told him, I says, I don't want you to go. And he says, I have to do what I have to do. He says, and I'm proud to be an American. And I says, well, I can't argue with that.
This man. I love
Yeah,
this man.
and he left November. And I never saw him again.
I do want to ask you, what would you like to see?
His eyes, his lips. When I sit on my chair, I want him to look at me.
And I guarantee you, that will happen. The portrait will create a contact point for you.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna go back and make sure that we take all the beautiful things that you've shared, and I'm gonna make sure he's all there.
I so appreciate it.
You got it, sweetie.
After chatting with Rose, Phil meets Leslie's brother, George, outside their old high school.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine, Phil, thank you.
Good to see you.
Nice seeing you.
This is your high school as well.
Yes.
As your brother.
Yes, we both graduated.
From here.
Yeah, 5 years apart. Leslie was a fun-loving kid. He was the good guy that never asked for anything. Very much a giver and not a taker.
Your family, I believe, immigrated.
We left Hungary in '44 because the Russians were coming and the communists were going to take over. And then we came here in '49 with nothing. This was our country now. And we heard that over and over again from my father. It was ironic that my parents fled communism and World War II, and my brother died fighting communists 20-some years later. It's amazing to me how this town has embraced the fact that Leslie is a hero. The bridge was named after him. The high school auditorium is named after him.
Remarkable. That's got to make you feel just like super proud.
It does, it does. Everybody knows who Leslie Sabo is.
Yes.
And why he's a Medal of Honor winner.
Next, Phil meets two of Leslie Sabo's comrades.
The fact that he kept fighting was the only reason that we survived.
After a successful trip to Pennsylvania, artist Phil Taylor is back in his studio in Texas to get started on his portrait of fallen Vietnam War hero, Army Specialist Leslie Sabo.
So, had a great trip to PA, hometown. Got to meet your beautiful, lovely wife, your incredible brother. My concern was, after 40-something years, what type of impact can a painting have when so much time has gone by, but it's as if it was yesterday. It's still as raw as it was the day that he died. Hopefully, this will not only honor what you did in your military service, but will bring some healing to your family.
Hey, honey.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. Yourself?
So I got off the phone with the principal at the high school, and we got approved to be able to come in and do the presentation. So we're approved.
No, that's awesome.
The school is very involved with the veterans in the area. So every Veterans Day, they hold a special event. So we're going there to honor Leslie on that day. See you later.
Bye.
While Phil was in Elwood City, he sat down with two of Leslie's Vietnam War comrades at a local coffee shop, Leslie's company commander and a platoon leader.
The cool part about talking to you guys is I can get a feel for what it was like being a soldier in 1970.
What most people don't realize, Phil, is these kids were 18, 19, and 20 years old. Leslie just wanted to be one of the boys.
What was he like as a person?
He was liked by everybody. He was very conversant.
I see a grin coming right there. You have something.
Well, they called him party pooper.
Why is that?
He drank 2 beers, and then he wanted to start singing. He would sing this song, "Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes." And boy, he couldn't sing a lick. He was quite a character. But when you went out in the field, he had a red bandana that he put on. When he put on that red bandana, it was like his persona changed. Nerd to super soldier.
But tell me, take me to some of the details.
You got off the helicopter and you were thrown into combat.
There was no safe area where we were in Vietnam. The men in Bravo Company were out in the field 2 months at a time. The conditions were very stressful.
At night, you would sleep on the ground.
We had no tents, we had no sleeping bags. Life in the jungle for a rifle company was miserable.
We can't really fathom what you guys have gone through, what you experienced, which takes me to Cambodia.
After 4 months of fighting the North Vietnamese troops in Vietnam, Bravo Company was sent on a mission to Cambodia to seek and destroy enemy food, weapon, and ammunition supplies. The soldiers were dropped into Cambodia by helicopter on May 5th, 1970.
We knew we were in the middle of where the North Vietnamese army were. They were like setting a trap.
On May 10th, Bravo Company was ambushed.
All hell broke loose.
They meant to overrun us.
Yes, sir. Understood.
The situation was very dire, but Leslie definitely was in full battle mode.
It's one thing to be in a firefight. It's another to be in a firefight and shoot back. And then it's another to be in a firefight and shoot back and maneuver. And this is what he was doing.
He dragged wounded soldiers back. He took ammunition to people that were running low on ammunition. He killed 2 different groups of NBA soldiers. He stood up when he should have been down.
Leslie repeatedly charged enemy positions, exposing himself and risking his own life to draw fire away from his comrades.
Of course, they were shooting at him, but it seemed, like he was almost like bulletproof. He kept picking up, grenades and throwing them back. He had one thing on his mind, that he was going to save his friends. And the fact that he kept fighting was the only reason that we survived.
In a final act of bravery, Leslie crawled towards an enemy bunker to detonate one last grenade that he knew would save his comrades, but take his own life.
And then they started tearing him up with rifle fire. That's the last I remember.
Leslie was killed on Mother's Day, May 10th, 1970. He was killed by enemy fire, is all they told me.
The story we got at that time was that Leslie was killed by a sniper. It was the worst time of my life, and I didn't handle it well.
He was my first love and my true love. And you never ever get over your true love.
Next, Phil is under pressure to deliver on his promise to the Sabo family.
My job is to restore, bring a brother, bring a husband back home.
On May 10th, 1970, Army Specialist Leslie Sabo was killed in action in Cambodia. Leslie's platoon mate recommended him for the Medal of Honor, but the paperwork was lost in the chaos of war. Almost 30 years later, in 1999, the citation was finally discovered in the National Archives.
I was grateful that the files were found because it's generations now that are here to be the first-hand witnesses to his heroism.
On May 16, 2012, President Barack Obama invited Leslie's family, friends, and members of Bravo Company to a ceremony at the White House.
After 43 years, we all just couldn't believe it. It was quite emotional because that boy deserved that. And we felt that him being recognized, it also recognized us too.
And here today, as I think Les would have wanted it, I'd ask the members of Bravo Company to stand and accept the gratitude of our nation.
When the President recognized Bravo Company, it made us whole again. We were recognized by our country. We were welcomed home officially. Leslie was indeed a hero, and there were many other heroes that day. Some who survived and many who didn't survive.
Back in Texas, artist Phil Taylor is applying everything he learned from Leslie Sabo's family and friends to his portrait of the fallen soldier.
In here, I need to get the intensity of who you were as a warrior, the gentle husband, friend, and brother. I hope the portrait will take steps to atone for the mistakes that we made for our Vietnam vets and bring healing to guys that didn't get it when they came back. Let's get this last little highlight in those beautiful brown eyes. It's been my true honor to be with you. I can't wait to take you home, Leslie. Rest well.
With the portrait carefully packaged, Phil and his wife Lisa travel from Texas to Elwood City, Pennsylvania. The portrait presentation is being held at Leslie's former high school on Veterans Day.
I'm looking forward to the presentation at the high school. To be there on Veterans Day is a kicker. That just makes it all that more special.
Next, Phil unveils his portrait of Leslie to the Sabo family.
My job is to bring honor and integrity and respect for these families.
It's good to be in Elwood City, Pennsylvania, at Leslie's High School.
It's Veterans Day, and Phil and Lisa Taylor have arrived to present Leslie Sabo's portrait to his family.
Today is a great day to be able to honor Leslie and also remind the community that there are Americans that do remember the sacrifice of our veterans.
Leslie's family, comrades from Bravo Company, local veterans, and high school students are in attendance.
Phil, he does terrific work, so, we're expecting just a wonderful portrait to be presented to us. I think it'll be emotional.
I am so excited. I can't wait. I know the tears are probably going to flow.
Major General Jackson, a representative of the Vietnam War commemoration, has traveled from Washington, D.C. to honor Leslie and his family.
As we enter the 50th anniversary of Vietnam, we're making a special effort to reach Vietnam veterans and their families and thank them for what they endured. Phil Taylor and his wife Lisa, I thank you again for everything you're doing today to honor Leslie Sabo Jr.
Would you guys please stand up for the entrance of the portrait of Army Specialist Leslie Sabo.
Forward, march.
Detail, mark time, on.
I'm scared.
So on behalf of all of us here, Lincoln High, student body, grateful nation, here is our hero, your loved one, Army Specialist Leslie Sabo.
Attention!
Your baby. Beautiful. To see the portrait was like he was standing there looking right at me. It took my breath away. Oh, God.
How we do, baby?
just beautiful.
When I looked into his eyes, they were almost real. Phil had done a wonderful job. It was more than a painting. It was how I remembered him right before he left.
When I saw the portrait, it was like he came back to life.
It was like Leslie was here again, the eyes. Those eyes were very much alive.
We were the last ones that saw Leslie alive. He was a good soldier, and he paid the ultimate sacrifice to protect his friends.
After the presentation, Rose returns home with her mother to hang the portrait of her husband, Leslie.
That's my Leslie. And now I can look into those eyes every day. I feel like I could just walk up there and hug him. Phil did a tremendous job. He really brought out the true features of Leslie.
Brush of Honor is dedicated to the brave men and women who serve in our nation's military and to the families of the fallen. Thank you for your service.